yourself to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you vibrate on every level of reality, that you have a core, which is, in a sense, the essence of creation itself. Now, you may realize that you are experiencing this vibration every moment of your existence. You are simply assuming that it has to feel a certain way. Are you following me?
Yes.
Realize that in the creation of your reality round and about you, from your belief system, you are using operationally that energy every moment of time that you perceive yourself to exist. Simply that you do it so second-handedly, so second-naturally, you do not even know you are doing it. Do you follow me?
Yeah.
You may simply vibrate within the idea of ecstasy, within the idea of happiness, within the joy of creativity, and know that you are functioning at the peak of the vibrational limitation for which there is the purpose of existing here and now. Realize that also in what you term to be your dream states, your dream reality, that you are creating everything you experience in your here and now physical reality first. And that your idea of being a dream reality can be extended into your here and now physical reality. You can, in a sense, live your dream. You will find that if you allow yourself to do so, you will find less and less differentiation between your dreams and your waking life. There will be no need, in a sense, to remember a dream which you never wake up from.
Got it.
Question.
In dreams, the reality, the other people or the other entities you meet, are they different entities or are they just what you put there?
Both. You will find that there will always be, to a degree, within that level of reality, projections of your own consciousness. However, realize that because you are a creator, that does not mean they are not truly conscious. Also, you will find in your terminology consciousness which is apart from your own, in that sense. Question.
Is there any particular weight or mass or shape of the true self as opposed to the weight and mass of the physical body?
Not at the source. There is no space, there is no time. There is only perception of self, which has no mass whatsoever in that sense. Although the idea is inclusive of all the mass in the multiverse at the same time. Mass only being an idea, after all. Yes?
Can you tell us something about the relationship between the Pleiadians and the people, or the beings from the Tao universe?
You will find that it bears a similar relationship as to the one between ourselves and the Sirius inhabitants, in that certain ideas of the Tao universe represent to the Pleiadians and to us, by the way, extensions of our own consciousness in a different vibratory rate of existence and overall viewpoint which we do not have of ourselves as long as we choose to perceive ourselves in the universe we now do. Do you follow me?
Yes.
Are these entities, these civilizations that have contact with Earth, are they all benevolent?
Yes. You will find that for the most part, although there have been, in a sense, some encounters between your civilization and other civilizations who, I will say, perhaps did not have the best of intentions, you will find these to be quite rare. For the most part, you will find that what you term to be negative encounters will simply be, more often than not, the result of individuals' own self-created, self-projected fears with regard to what those encounters mean. about their own abilities, about their own powers.
Was Atlantis an actual civilization on this
Yes.
planet? Is there any effect on that history with us at present time?
You might allow, all right.
Thank you.
You might allow yourself, first of all, to realize that with that idea expressed earlier of your time, of the separation between your various forms of consciousness forming the patterns and cycles of your civilization, you may realize that what you term to be your United States of America is almost an exact parallel history to that of Atlantis. And many of you there are here now for that very reason. Allow me to say, in your terminology, although we will say that to a degree, this was not the case the first time, but this time, in your terminology, I'll say, you have chosen not to blow it.
All right.
How much ability do you have to be aware of the future in terms of present time, what we consider the future, although everything's present time, but...
Thank you. Realize that, to a great degree, you'll find that the ideas which carry at present the most momentum are those which are always shared en masse. Those, in a sense, are the easiest for anyone to perceive. Simply that idea which carries enough momentum so that it, I'll say, most likely will not change its course. However, when you reach the level of the individual, you will find that because of free will, each individual within that overall mass consciousness has almost unlimited freedom to alter his or her own idea of the future. You will find that any prediction, as you call it, prediction, will always only be made from the present, there being really no future and no past. Therefore, if in your terms it comes true, as you say, it will simply be the perception of an idea in the present which had a great deal of momentum and was unlikely to change. If the person it concerns decides to change it, it will seem to have failed. Do you follow me?
I didn't follow the last statement.
In other words, when what you term to be a prediction does not, as you say, come true, it will simply be that the person in question recognized that that was not the reality they desired and changed it. Realize that many, many, many predictions are used as tools in order to allow individuals to change their future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here in California, there's this awareness of earthquakes.
One moment. All right. We will say that along that idea, you will find that you will experience to some degree what you term to be your earthquakes. Nothing as devastating as you surmise for quite some time. However, you will find that they are very closely tied in your mass consciousness vibrational energy identity with the idea of certain, I'll say, in your terms, trials by fire that you feel you must undergo in order to transform yourselves into your New Age awareness, your New Age vibration. However, I will say this, that is not necessarily so. You will simply find they are, in a sense, part and parcel of your overall sense of your own mythology of self-awareness. You will find that whereas you had created, more or less, the idea of 10, what you term to be major catastrophes,